and welcome to St. Lucia Magazine, your weekly news roundup covering key national developments in education, the economy, agriculture, and more. I am your host, Kishma Seri. In this edition, the government of St. Lucia officially handed over 2 new fire trucks to the St. Lucia Fire Service, and biomedical equipment has been donated to the Millennium Heights Medical Complex. Still to come, the Taiwan Technical Mission introduces seedless watermelons. Stay with us. In the top story, the government of St. Lucia continues to strengthen its emergency response capabilities by adding 2 new fire trucks to its national fleet. The government of St. Lucia has handed over 2 fire trucks to the St. Lucia Fire Service to enhance the services provided by the George F. L. Charles Airport and the Vieux Fort Fire Station. A sum of $3.6 million was jointly funded by the Caribbean Development Bank, or CDB, and the government of St. Lucia to enhance the resilience of the fire service project. The Chief Fire Officer, Mr. Ditney Downs, highlighted the advanced features of the new fire trucks, noting that the upgraded equipment is a significant step toward improving the department's efficiency and emergency response capabilities.
Today marks a profound and significant milestone in our department's journey towards enhanced emergency response and community protection. The arrival of these 2 new fire trucks is not just a logistical upgrade, it is a powerful symbol of the government's and the fire department's shared commitment to safeguarding life, property, and the future of our communities.
Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, with the responsibility for Home Affairs, Crime Prevention, and Persons with Disabilities, Honorable Jeremiah Norbert, emphasized the significance of the vehicles and reaffirmed the government's commitment to supporting emergency services across the island.
But the truth is, what we've done for the St. Lucia Fire Service from the time that we came into this government is unprecedented. We said what we've done in 4 years cannot be matched by what has been done for the past 50 years. And this speaks volumes about our commitment to seeing the fire service improve and seeing the fire service go into the right direction. These appliances, especially the one that is going to be utilized at the airport, it speaks to where our mind are. We understand the importance of tourism. We understand the threats that we face if we do not have the right equipment, the most modern equipment. And I'm happy. I don't know what it means to move from category 5 to 8, but it's serious. It sounds like a serious improvement from where we were to where we are going. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with what was said. And again, I want to thank Prime Minister immensely.
Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Economic Development and the Youth Economy, and also the Minister for Justice and National Security, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, commended the brave work of the firefighters. He stressed the importance of equipping them with the tools they need to safeguard lives and property.
I was looking at the firefighters' prayer that you recited this morning, and I saw some very serious words in there. Very, very serious. I don't know if the people who read it or say it understand the seriousness of this prayer. Listen to what he says. He says, if according to your will, I have to lose my life, please bless with your protective hands my children and my spouse. These are serious words. These are extremely powerful sentiments. And seeing these words emphasize really what they do.
The official handover ceremony was held on Thursday, July 17, 2025, at the Caribbean Cinemas car park. From the Government Information Service, I am Kishma Seri. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs donated biomedical equipment to the Millennium Heights Medical Complex with support from the Health System Strengthening Project and the Japan International Cooperation Agency. Onika McCoy tells us more.
To strengthen St. Lucia's capacity to deliver advanced health care, the Biomedical Engineering Unit within the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs recently handed over a suite of essential biomedical equipment to the Millennium Heights Medical Complex. The equipment, ranging from diagnostic tools to life-saving machines, is expected to significantly improve patient outcomes, bolster clinical efficiency, and reduce downtime in critical departments at the hospital. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, Jenny Daniel, emphasized the critical role of partnerships and receiving their support through donations to ensure people have equitable access to life-saving care.
We always look forward to the partnerships that we have with JICA, with the HSSP, the World Bank Group, that facilitate us in this process. Of course, biomedical equipment is not a luxury. It looks very expensive, it costs a lot, but in terms of hospital, it is not a luxury. It's really an essential, necessary component of the delivery of healthcare and providing service to the public. We really entrust it into your care. We look forward to the sustainability of these pieces of equipment, ensuring that they are used in the manner that they are meant to be utilized, and to, of course, ensure that there is equitable access of all our patients, all St. Lucians, to the very life-saving, life-giving, and, of course, determining diagnosis, etc., for our patients.
Chief Executive Officer of the Millennium Heights Medical Complex, Dr. Damian Greaves, highlighted that beyond improving technical capacity at the health facility, the donation bridges the gaps in service delivery.
Today's donation will significantly enhance our capacity, not only in terms of service delivery and technical performance, but also in how it strengthens the morale and confidence of the staff who use these tools on a daily basis. Whether it's a diagnostic monitor, a patient bed, or whatever we have, whatever we get, each item will also serve to reduce gaps, relieve pressure, and reaffirm our commitment to excellence in care. But perhaps more importantly, this gesture reinforces the principle that health equity, access to quality care, regardless of where one lives or what one earns, can only be realized through collaboration.
Honorable Moses Baptist, Minister for Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, urged the Millennium Heights Medical Complex to prioritize the continuous maintenance of the biomedical equipment to ensure they are always functional.
I want to encourage the Millennium Heights Medical Complex to continue to emphasize and to work on maintenance, to work on the improvement of the equipment, to work on the development of protocols, the improvement of protocols, which would cause our equipment not to remain idle, and which would cause our equipment to be used.
With every piece of biomedical equipment delivered, the nation takes one step closer to a future where high-quality, patient-centered care is the standard, not the exception. From the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, I am Unika McCoy reporting.
Still to come, the Taiwan Technical Mission introduces seedless watermelons. Stay with us.
Mommy, I need some hair oils for my TikTok tutorial. It's a popular brand.
But I think we can find something similar that's made locally.
A local brand? Oh, wow!
There are many items produced in St. Lucia.
Wow! Auntie Julie made this product?
We have a full range of agro-processed products. The list is long, plus global award-winning products. Yes, we have your favorite jams, jellies, snacks, and of course, quality health and personal care products. Let's keep it in the family.
Can you believe your cousin designed that label?
Every small purchase makes a huge difference.
Hey guys, this was made in St. Lucia.
Buy local every time you go shopping.
Shop smart, shop local, love St. Lucia.
Welcome back. In an effort to modernize St. Lucia's agricultural landscape, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Taiwanese Technical Mission, has launched a new seedless watermelon variety. Zarek Felix has the details.
In a strategic move to strengthen St. Lucia's food security and reduce the national food import bill, the Taiwanese Technical Mission, in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Food Security and Rural Development, has introduced a new variety of seedless watermelons as part of the second phase of the 7 Crops Project, officially known as the enhancement of the efficiency of production and distribution supply chain in the fruits and vegetable sector. The initiative seeks to diversify local crop production and build resilience within the agricultural sector, particularly in response to global supply chains disruptions and rising import costs. As part of the rollout, 4 targeted training sessions were recently conducted for 30 local watermelon farmers across the island. These sessions formed part of a broader experimental effort to successfully cultivate and adapt the seedless watermelon variety to St. Lucian conditions. The capacity building session focused on critical agricultural techniques such as hydropriming, seed preparation, pruning, and effective pollination methods, skills deemed essential for successful adaptation of the new crop. Ambassador of the Republic of China Taiwan to St. Lucia, Her Excellency Nicole Su, emphasized the importance of improving the quality and market value of local watermelons by introducing seedless varieties to the island.
Watermelon is one of the 7 crops that we've been working on, and it is one which is well loved by local consumers as well as tourists from abroad. In order to improve this quality and hence increase its value, upon the request of the Ministry of Agriculture, we're introducing this new variety of watermelon, which is seedless. This type of watermelon is very popular in Asia as well as in Europe and as well as in the US because of its convenience to eat without the seeds, and of course because it's much juicier and sweeter.
Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Alfred Prosper, emphasized that the seedless watermelon variety not only offers potential for higher market value, but also aligns with the national effort to reduce dependency on imported fruits.
And today, this is why I'm happy to be here today, because the 7 Crops program funded by the government and people of Taiwan is really helping us achieve a reduction in our food import bill. But I was happy that we reduced the imports by 24% for the 7 Crops program. But I believe we have to do more.
The Taiwanese Technical Mission continues to be a key partner in advancing agricultural innovation on the island. Stakeholders remain optimistic that the new seedless watermelon variety will soon become a mainstay in St. Lucia farms and markets. This latest effort under the 7 Crop Project reinforced the government's ongoing commitment to strengthening local food systems, improving farmer livelihoods, and promoting sustainable agricultural practices across the island. From the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Food Security, and Rural Development, I'm Zarek Felix reporting.
In St. Lucia, math anxiety is being met with action. A 2-week camp targeted students who struggle with math, offering them new tools and renewed confidence. Kiba Taliam tells us more.
For students who find math confusing or intimidating, the last 2 weeks brought a much-needed shift. A dedicated mathematics camp wrapped up this week, offering support and strategies to students facing challenges with the subject. Hosted at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, the camp focused on breaking down core concepts, building confidence, and making math feel useful and accessible. Lecturer John Estefan notes the initiative also featured a professional development component, equipping teachers with practical tools to continue the momentum after camp ends.
So we look at algebra and geometry. The classes are small, so we can give the students a lot more individualized attention, look at what their weaknesses are, and try to focus on those weaknesses so they can master the concept going forward. I think the teacher camp went well in terms of the number of participants that we had. We had a lot more teachers being present for the teacher component of it. But for the student, especially the secondary school component, we have to look at the numbers. I believe the primary school component is well attended in terms of numbers, but for the secondary school students, we need to look at what is it that we can do to attract them and bring them in going forward.
Through hands-on activities and guided practice, students explored mathematics and real-world solutions. Among the participants were Aura Myers and Kishon Shalmine, students from the Babino Secondary School, who spoke about how the camp assisted in shifting their perspective.
At my school, I have a lot of difficulties with math, but here I'm feeling like I'm finally understanding. We do a lot of activities in class, which helps me participate a lot. I answer questions. So like she explains every detail and shows us. She gives examples, she makes us practice. If we leave today, tomorrow she questions us. If we don't understand, she rewrites.
The first day I was very scared. I thought I was not going to learn nothing because I didn't like, at first I loved the math when I was younger. I loved it. It was very nice, beautiful. When I got Form 1, I hated it. It was terrible. But when I came to here, it's very helpful now in making my mind confident. I feel more confident to do my work. I can do my work correct. And I love the teachers. They're very kind. They're giving us the help we need. And they are just kind people, like angels of heaven, because they are now helping me with my work.
The young participant also offered up her suggestion for how support can be given to her peers.
I say to have more teachers to learn more about the math things, to help the teachers to tell us to do it step by step and not rush us in the math stuff, and have more math camps in the future.
From the Communications Unit of the Department of Education, Innovation and Vocational Training, I am Kiba Talium.
The New Beginnings Transit Home has expressed gratitude to sponsors for their support, which continues to enhance the lives of vulnerable children by providing essential resources, personal development opportunities, and a nurturing environment for growth and for healing. John Emmanuel tells us more.
The New Beginnings Transit Home continues to serve as a safe and nurturing space for girls in need of care and protection. While the home provides temporary shelter, its mission extends far beyond a place to sleep. It's a place of growth, stability, and renewed hope. The management of the home has extended sincere appreciation to scores of generous sponsors and individuals whose consistent contributions make a lasting impact on the lives of the girls. While government funding provides foundational assistance, it is through the continued involvement of corporate sponsors, community groups, and compassionate individuals that the home can bridge critical gaps. Manager of the New Beginnings Transit Home, Bernice Francis, says that support plays a vital role in sustaining daily operations and enhancing the overall well-being of every child under the home's care.
Over the years, we have had some very persistent persons in the transit home's lives and the children's lives that have not given up on us and have been there and ensure our children have what they have. So Sandals Foundation, they were very instrumental in giving us a really nice clinical psychologist office and doing other works at the transit home. We have Bofom Foundation, who have been with us for a number of years. Harbor Club sponsors a birthday cake to each child at the home when their birthday comes. We have Windjammer Landing that has also contributed. Massey Stores have been supplying us with a lot of grocery items. We have Forensic Lab and Sustainable Development. Every Christmas, we know we're getting gifts for our children. We have Insurance Institute of St. Lucia and Invest St. Lucia. We have Marjorie's Restaurant in Casabah. So those persons are the companies, and Cabot also has recently come on board.
Francis explains that contributions received from private sponsors and organizations support essential and additional services, including personal development and extracurricular activities, especially during school vacations. With several of the girls studying the French language, one major undertaking is the hope of taking them to neighboring Martinique in December, an experience she hopes would broaden their horizons and inspire their futures.
If somebody wants to volunteer, we have a volunteership program where you have a form to fill out and you will be interviewed, and in terms of how suitable and what fit or what you can actually come and do at the transit home. So there is that way you can assist, and there is if someone wants to donate or wants to sponsor a child, the same process is done where you can come and sit and speak with us. And so where your sponsorship is going and what impact it is making.
As the home continues its work of care and transformation, Francis encourages the general public to remain engaged and invested, whether through sponsorships, donations, or simply spreading awareness, as ongoing support is key to ensuring that every girl who passes through the New Beginnings Transit Home has access to the opportunities she deserves. For more information on how you can support the New Beginnings Transit Home, please get in touch with the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice and Empowerment at 450-9089 or 724-8293.
And coming up next, a workshop promoting healthy lifestyle recently took place in Health Region 3.
Trans fats are unhealthy fats found in some foods. However, it can also be formed from our cooking habits. Did you know that reusing oil when frying can create trans fats? Or that using healthy oils for frying foods at high temperatures can also generate trans fats? Yes, it can. Avoid such practices to protect your health.
This message is brought to you by the Nutrition Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs.
Welcome back. Health Region 3 has ramped up its fight against hypertension with a regional wellness workshop in Dennery aimed at promoting blood pressure management, healthier lifestyles, and community empowerment under the Ministry of Health's Grassroots Health Initiative. Onika McCoy brings us the details.
In an effort to combat one of the island's most pressing non-communicable diseases, Region 3, which includes the communities of Larissus, Richford, and Dennery, hosted a regional hypertension workshop at the Grand Riviere Resource Center. Held under the theme, Measure Your Blood Pressure Accurately, Promoting a Longer and Healthier Life, the workshop is part of a larger initiative to educate and empower citizens on the importance of managing their blood pressure effectively. This community-based intervention is one of many under the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs' ongoing drive to improve health outcomes at the grassroots level. Public Health Nursing Supervisor for Region 3, Enda Antoine, explains how this initiative is helping to empower clients and strengthen hypertension care at the community level.
This initiative is geared at empowering our clients with hypertension to actively manage their conditions, improve their health outcomes, and enhance their quality of life. Those goals will be accomplished by equipping clients with knowledge, skills, and confidence to make informed decisions about their care. Region 3, which includes Richford, Larissus, and Dennery, has been identified as having the highest cases of diabetes and hypertension in St. Lucia. As a team, we understand the importance of helping our clients manage these conditions at home. These goals are accomplished through the assistance of the Taiwan Technical Mission.
Through interactive presentations and practical demonstrations, participants were introduced to essential topics such as understanding hypertension, accurate blood pressure measurements, and lifestyle changes.
When we speak about hypertension, nous parlons about maladie. Okay, pressure ka monter. Et il parle sans côté ici pour des so docteur ne va où mettre. Okay? Bon, pour ça comprendre ça, we have to understand two things. We need chair and we need blood vessels.
Family nurse practitioner Yasmina de Turville highlighted the importance of patient education and self-awareness in achieving better health outcomes.
This is a very important tool in managing your blood pressure. It's good that we have medication, very important as well. But you see, this will empower you to give you a way to make you feel good about yourself. You know, I take my pressure this morning, it is that. I take it yesterday, and when you write it in the book, in the back of your book, you watch it and you're saying, oh wow, look at that, eh? Look at where I was before and look at me now. Somebody say yes. Who said yes? You saw some changes, right? Exactly. So that's what you feel empowered.
The initiative also places emphasis on continued community support, with the involvement of trained community health aides playing a critical role in sustaining momentum.
Our committed community health aides will be continuing their regular home visits to ensure that the self-management initiatives is successful and that clients are continually recording their values using a guide to a healthy lifestyle. We are confident that through our collaborative efforts, we will have a healthier region in the years to come.
Health officials in Region 3 report a noticeable shift in how clients view their health since the rollout of the performance-based financing pilot project. The project encourages a results-driven approach to chronic disease management, and it is yielding significant behavioral changes. From the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, I am Unika McCoy reporting.
The Ministry of Health has launched a nationwide vector awareness campaign themed Stop the Spread, Controlling Vectors Starts With You. The campaign encourages communities to combat diseases like dengue, Zika, leptospirosis through education, engagement, and prevention activities. Fernell Neptune tells us more.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs recently launched its Vector Awareness campaign under the theme, Stop the Spread, Controlling Vectors Starts With You. The campaign aims to strengthen the country's action to combat vector-borne diseases through public awareness, community engagement, and activities. Some of the vector-borne diseases are dengue, chikungunya, Zika, yellow fever, and leptospirosis. The Vector Awareness campaign will roll out with activities such as road shows in communities, drum covering workshops, children's summer camps, continuous school education sessions, targeted surveillance, and simulation exercises. Chief Environmental Health Officer Cheryl St. Romain reiterated the need to safeguard the health of the nation and the need for society on a whole to play their part in controlling vectors.
This campaign is not just another health initiative. It is a call to action because effective vector control is not solely the responsibility of health authorities. It requires a whole of society approach, from households to schools, workplaces to local councils. Each of us has a role to play in eliminating breeding grounds, promoting awareness, and adopting safe and sustainable behaviors.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belma-George applauded the approach undertaken with the awareness campaign and expressed hope that the knowledge shared will be a catalyst for behavior change in communities with regard to vector control.
This year, I was particularly pleased to see the involvement of the students in the camps that will be set up. We underestimate the power of our students, of our school children, in assisting the adults in behavior change. Anyone who has had young kids at home, know when the teacher says something, you have to go home and do it because this is the gospel of what you need to do. So I think this is a very strong strategy in utilizing our students in assisting in getting behavior change at home.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Jenny Daniel, emphasized on the need for multi-sectoral approach to prevent and control vector-borne diseases in St. Lucia. She underscored the campaign as a step in the right direction to ensure community involvement.
As we launch this year's campaign, I want to emphasize that vector control is year-round work. We cannot wait for the rainy season in order to take action. We cannot treat mosquito breeding like someone else's problem, and we cannot afford complacency. Let us build a health-secure St. Lucia, one where clean environments, vigilant communities, and proactive governance come together to stop the spread of disease before it starts.
Minister for Health, the Honorable Moses Jabatis, called for sustained and coordinated action of everyone to effectively control vectors, given the threats that vector-borne diseases pose to health and livelihoods.
This year,
we aim to amplify these prevention strategies. Every household, every school, every business, every community group has the power and also the responsibility to act. The success of this campaign rests in the hands of the public. Public participation is not optional, it is essential. Our communities must not only be informed, but also empowered and engaged. Whether you are a parent, a teacher, a shopkeeper, or a student, your involvement counts.
The Environmental Health Division within the Ministry of Health also took the opportunity to acknowledge partners and organizations for their collaboration and contribution towards the vector control efforts. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs, I am Fennel Neptune.
And with that, we wrap up this edition of St. Lucia Magazine. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who contributed to this production. The National Television Network, the GIS team, and the communication officers across the various government ministries. Thank you for watching on NTN Channel 122 and following us on the official social media platforms of the Government of St. Lucia. I am Kishma Seri. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged as we continue tracking St. Lucia's progress.